Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk about the role banks play in development. Banks play a unique role in social and economic development. Around the world, I have never seen a healthy economy without a healthy financial services sector. Banks are at the heart of the economy in both good times and in bad times. Tonight I'm going to talk about the role that banks like Barclays can play and the opportunities for economic, commercial and social development that banks can create. I'm going to talk about our customers, our people, our products and operating in a sustainable way with lots of examples from Africa. So let's start by talking about our operations and our products. Barclays operates, you probably know, around the world in over 50 countries and provides products and services to governments, major institutions, large corporates, small businesses and tens of millions of retail customers, and we're privileged to serve those customers. Our businesses in Barclays are united by an ambition to be one of a handful of universal banks leading the global financial services industry. What we are finding as we move forward is that the world is getting smaller, more exciting, and at the same time the needs of customers and clients are converging. That means, for example, that a credit card in Kenya is more similar than dissimilar to a credit card in the United Kingdom or Mauritius. And most of the product features of mortgages in Italy, India and England are similar rather than different. Running the diverse global bank like Barclays allows our different businesses to share successes and know-how across boundaries. Doing this benefits customers and helps break down the barriers between countries. In our business, the result is continued growth of the financial services industry and the continued growth of the local economies that we are an important part of. I now want to talk a little bit about people and talent. We have learned over our long history that to increase return on investment from markets, we need to play a role in developing the markets themselves. We're not here as a visitor. That's why we consciously commit effort and resources to supporting the wider development of the countries in which we do business. For us, one of the things that means is concentrating on local capabilities and developing local talent. Barclays has been in business for more than 3 centuries and in Africa for over 100 years. You've already heard, in Uganda for over 70. And the common thread running throughout is the skills and talent of our people. They're fundamental to what we do, of course. And to ensure we get the best people that can help us truly be part of the markets which we serve, we make sure that Barclays senior leadership is made up wherever possible from local talent rather than expatriates. Our local executive role models help us recruit and retain the best people. This is why the managing directors of each of our African businesses are African. I have to admit that wasn't the case 10 years ago by any stretch of the imagination. It's why our Indian MD is Indian and why any expatriates in our businesses are expected to have a succession plan that draws on local talent. Another important strand in our 300-year history is our commitment to innovation and entrepreneurship. Business and governments, of course, need to work together to create an environment in which people are encouraged to take the risk of opening a new business. After all, the start-up micro-business of today could be the big business of tomorrow. At Barclays, we know that we must support business startups in traditional ways, but we also use our global network to stimulate enterprise and spread new thinking. Across Africa, we offer our small business customers membership of what we call Barclays Business Club. Membership gives them access to regular advice from a business development manager and, more importantly, offers them an extensive programme of seminars and networking opportunities. We organise business trips that our customers experience best practice in other markets, make contacts and explore business opportunities. Recent trips have included customers from Kenya visiting Japan and Turkey, hosted by us, customers from Ghana travelling to Dubai, South Africa and Thailand, and here in Uganda, our customers travelling to China and Dubai. I said earlier that to be successful in the market requires businesses to become a part of the market and its development. One important way of doing this is to have strong relationships with government where we operate. We help many governments to structure their finance and secure the funding for important infrastructure projects. We also support trading facilities. Barclays has played a key role in developing debt capital markets in Africa. In 2005, for example, Barclays Tanzania launched a corporate bond, and we've just successfully launched the first bond by a commercial bank in Kenya. Important development of capital markets. Now I want to talk about sustainability. To be successful these days, a business must be sustainable. Barclays has learned that to be a sustainable business, you need to think about sustainable communities, sustainable economies, and yes, sustainable environments. We know that we have a responsibility to the communities in which we operate. We have 140,000 people around the world. We have a responsibility because we are a large and successful company, because we are a bank and the special privileges that gives us, and because we are the brand Barclays with a proud heritage. But our approach isn't simply about writing cheques, although sometimes we do that. It is about seeking out commercial opportunities that at the same time help local economies and communities to grow and thrive. Being a responsible bank also applies to our major lending and project finance activities. These days we all know that such activity, such project activity, is increasingly subject to scrutiny in terms of its social and environmental impact. Well, rightly so, is the opinion of Barclays. We led cross-industry work and were a founder member of the Equator Principles, a financial industry benchmark for identifying and managing social and environmental risk when the financing of large infrastructure projects is sought. Okay, that's about large projects, but what about the people who are currently outside the financial system? There's many of those in the UK, but there's a significantly greater proportion in Africa. The unbanked, the excluded. Steps need to be taken to increase the reach of the benefits that a healthy financial system can bring to an economy. To explain how Barclays are doing this, let me give you an example. In Ghana, we are providing a route into banking via microfinance for thousands of market traders. We are working through local collectors or money guards who provide basic banking to market traders for a small fee. In Ghana, they're called Susu, but I gather that word has a different meaning here in Uganda. It is a system that is centuries old and one that people trust. By adapting our products from other markets, using the skills of our people, by fostering excellent relationships with government, and by being part above all of the local community, we've been able to partner with the local collectors to introduce modern financial services to a traditional established system. With finance from Barclays, the money collectors are able to provide their clients with small loans, helping them to establish or develop their businesses. We launched in 2006, and we have reached over 200,000 market traders to date, most of whom have received some sort of financial awareness training. It's not just about the cheque, it's about our skills and about our development and about our coaching. And some have been recipients of loans. By the way, all loans have been repaid with no defaults. It's a win all round for the collectors, for Barclays, for the local economy and for the community which we're part of in Ghana. I'd like to show you a very short DVD of how it works in Ghana.